Squatter! Squatter!
What? Why are you calling me squatter?
Oh yeah, everyone, I'm streaming right now, so if you want to join my live stream, you are happy to.
Wait, let me just get this to my hands.
I had one time where, what do we got? Where are you gonna connect the Xbox One? What was that? You know what I just remembered? I woke up my brother one time.
Wait, I'm doing Wait, what the hell? Oh,
Oh. Wait, update for what? I just can't wait to go back home. A little bit. I'll like play it for like 5 minutes and be like, alright, I'm done. Bang! I just can't. Well, it's probably because you get bored at it. I know, people stop playing it. They're making a new game. Roblox is making a new game. No, they're gonna make like a new game. So Roblox is gonna be deleted, and then they're making a new game.
Okay, now join your live stream.
No? Yeah?
Who's that?
They just look at me.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello?
It's really
Hello? 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 I like chicken nuggets and I like the whole better.
I need to hear this.
Okay, I'm joining. Oh, you're really ready to You know what? They had about Fortnite.
What?
They like removed one of the skins, which was the Raven skin.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm like,
welcome to another filter cut video. Today I've got one from Mobile 1 that I want to look at. As always, this applies to the same vehicle as all the other filters I've looked at so far, so if you check out any of my other videos, just know that this is an apples to apples kind of comparison. So, Mobile 1 offers only one filter for any type of vehicle that you might have, and it's their extended performance filter, and that's pretty similar to Royal Purple's approach. They only offer their one option there, so I kind of like that. When you only have one good option, it makes choosing what you're going to buy pretty simple, so that's pretty cool. But what they really advertise for this filter is their warranty of up to 1 year or 20,000 miles between oil changes, whichever comes first. Now, that's quite a long ways to go between oil changes, and I'm not really here to debate whether or not that's a good idea or not. I think that's pretty far. But what I really do want to cover when I review these guys is just the build quality. How are they manufactured, and what kind of attention to detail are they putting into these things when they make them? So that's really what I'm here to talk about, not so much my philosophy on how far you should push your filter before you just change it out. Anyway, just a quick note, this is actually a little bit of a newer revision of their extended performance filter. The older version did not have the A suffix at the end of their model number, and their warranty only protected you for up to 15,000 miles. So just know that if you have the A at the end, you've got the newer version. And just a quick detail on the warranty, there are some caveats with that. You have to use a certain type of synthetic oil for that warranty to apply. So if you actually want details on that, go ahead to Mobile 1's website and check that out. But to talk about the filter itself, let me start off by getting the weight here. It comes in at 302 grams, which is healthy. It's pretty competitive with all the other quality offerings from the competition. Now, the heaviest I've ever seen was from a Bosch Distance Plus and a Purelator Boss that both came in at around 350, and those were pretty much clones of each other, so you'd expect them to be the same, but everybody else for their quality stuff has been around 300, so that's a nice healthy weight there. Now, to talk about the case, I've generally seen two case thicknesses. In fact, I've only seen two case thicknesses. There's 15 thousandths and then the heavier 20 thousandths thickness, and I think we're going to see that this is the heavier gauge. So I'm going to pay attention to that when I cut this open. But looking at the underside of the tapping plate here, if you watch my last video on Royal Purple, you're going to see that this looks awfully familiar. Check this out. This one here is the Royal Purple tapping plate. They both have the same 5-hole pattern with the one larger hole here at the top for whatever reason. I'm still not sure why that is. But they have that. They have the little Y stamp here down at 4 o'clock. They both have 4.5 threads on their center hole, and they both share the same gasket and gasket track design. Now, I actually like this gasket design quite a bit because, unlike the rectangular cross sections of their gaskets that you see on the competition, this guy's got a little bit of an unusual shape to it. It's rounded here on the engine side with a lip on the ID, and the back side is nice and flat. Now, what that does is having that lip on the ID, it engages this undercut on the ID of the track and keeps it mechanically locked so it's not going to come out. Even if you just are trying to pry it out with your fingers, you really got to get a tool under it to get it out. Now, I think that's just a little bit better design than the rectangular ones that are just kind of pinched, so there's maybe a little bit more of a risk of them coming out. Not that it's a big deal, but I think I prefer this. So that's pretty much everything on the exterior there is to talk about. Now, in addition to the tapping plate being the same between the Royal Purple and the Mobile 1, I think they also share the same case, and we're even going to probably see that they share the same emergency bypass style design on the inside, which I really like, so that's a good thing. But if you're kind of thinking that these are 100% clones of each other, I don't think so. I think we're going to find out that the actual filter cartridge on the inside is in fact different. So I'm going to get to that and cut this guy open now so we can take a closer look. Okay, now I've got the filter cut open. I threw some mics on the wall of the case and did confirm that it is the heavier gauge, 20 thousandths thick. I'm always glad to see that. Now, the spring and the anti-drain back valve and the base plate are all common to the Royal Purple filter as well, so I'm not really going to cover those. Now, the colors might be different, but that's really about it, so there's not much to discuss there. But the first thing I do want to cover in detail is the emergency bypass valve design, which I'm really impressed with. So I want to go into a little bit of detail on that and why. The first reason I like it so much is that the seal is made out of rubber, which is a nice soft material that will conform to the mating piece and close any gaps that there are already. Now, in contrast, I have seen, like on this Wix XP here, seals made from a hard material. This might be a hard plastic or something, I'm not sure, but when you have two rigid pieces trying to mate together, nothing's really all that apt to give to close up any gaps, so I feel more comfortable that this provides a good seal versus maybe something harder. The other thing I like is that immediately behind that rubber seal is this stamped sheet metal support plate that is meant to keep that seal flat from warping or wrinkling as it moves up and down as needed. Now, to K&N's credit, they do a good job on their performance silver filter by also having a nice piece of rubber for their seal. But instead of having a dedicated support plate, they just throw an extra coil on the end of their spring. Now, I'm sure that works, but I really think this is kind of taking quality to just one greater level when they have a dedicated piece that spreads across the entire surface of that seal. So, really glad to see that. While I've got the end cap assembly in my hand here, I do want to also point out their gluing job. They've got a lot of glue, plenty of it, but almost too much. If you look and see, it's almost crept up to the point where it interferes with the seal on that valve. So I would be kind of wary of that if I was in charge of manufacturing that. But what all this glue also does is it also kind of spills over onto over the lip of this end cap, and you can even see a bunch down on the bottom here. Now, I don't think that hurts performance at all, and I complain about this in the Royal Purple because there's the same thing, but it just doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really make me feel like they paid attention to that extra level of detail that I would have liked to see. But anyway, where these filters really get interesting and where they start diverging in what they offer is in the cartridges themselves. You can immediately tell that these are very different. Now, the first thing I want to point out is the center tube. The center tube on the Mobile 1 is made out of steel, and it's the helical spiral design. You can see the seal running up along the edge there. Now, I do believe this has been upgraded, maybe over the previous revision that I talked about earlier. I haven't seen it, so I can't say for sure, but I think that was one thing they might have also paid attention to at this latest iteration. Now, that's going to be a lot stronger than kind of the more basic design that the Royal Purple has, where they have a single axial fold. So, it's going to be definitely a stronger center tube for what it's worth. So, that's a plus for the Mobile 1. But as far as the filter media itself goes, you can immediately see that the Mobile 1 forgoes the wire backing. But what that does is it allows them to jam a whole lot more pleats into the same area and give you a greater overall surface area for your filter. Okay, there's 63 pleats on here, and the media is a synthetic blend that is rated for 99+% efficiency down to 30 microns. In comparison, the Royal Purple has a fully synthetic media that is 99% efficient down to 25 microns, which is better. Now, whether or not that 5 microns means a whole lot to you, I can't really say, but if it does, then that might steer you in the direction of Royal Purple. Something else I want to point out is that where the folds in their media come together, and you can see here that they're kind of sandwiched together and probably glued at this seam. I guess the seam starts right around there. We got the same thing going on with the Royal Purple, where here's where their media, the ends of their media come together. Now, I wish I had seen on both of these the metal crimp that you get from some other brands like the K&N here. They got this nice metal crimp on the end that, I don't know, just kind of another level of quality that I wish we could see, given how expensive these are. These filters, especially if you order them online and have them shipped to your house, you're talking maybe around $15 for these, so these aren't cheap filters by any means. Finally, in terms of dirt capacity for these guys, I have not been able to find a whole lot of information that's been published about that. Royal Purple doesn't really talk about it on their website, and Mobile 1, at best, kind of is vague about it. They say, synthetic blend media keeps oil cleaner and holds more dirt. Okay, well, versus economy filter brands per ISO, this and that. Well, economy filter brands, well, what does that mean? That's not very specific. So the best I can go off of is the fact that they've got so much surface area, and they wouldn't very well be able to rate their filter to go over 20,000 miles if they didn't have the dirt capacity to support that kind of use. So I imagine it's good, but I can't really say for sure because I don't have published numbers. But that's pretty much everything technical I had to discuss with these guys. I hope you liked it. If you guys want to see another brand or another particular model of filter that you want me to cut up and review, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get to it. Also, just any questions in general, leave them in the comments below. I would appreciate if you could subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.
So today we're doing a high-end oil filter shootout. This is really an extension from our first film, in which we took 5 very popular oil filter brands, ranging from $3 to $15, and essentially we cut open the filters, and we went over if you go on conventional versus synthetic, how many miles you can get out of them. We showed the aesthetic differences between them, and that sort of thing. It's always meant to be a very basic, almost for the layman person kind of video, just so you can sort of learn why is one filter $3 and the other one $15. And a large majority of you did enjoy that information. However, roughly 20%, which is quite large, either wanted different brands or you wanted more information. In other words, what's the material used on the media? Is it synthetic versus cellulose or a blend? What's the anti-drink back material? Is it silicone versus rubber? What's the bypass spring? Is it stamped steel versus coil spring? What's the thickness of the can? I mean, you guys really asked for a lot of very, very specific information that the layman would not really go into. But that's what we're doing today. We're going to be cutting open these high-end oil filters. We're going to compare them all. I'll also jot down what the cost was. Again, I had to purchase all of these online because my local oil parts store doesn't have any of these. So I'm just going to start right off the bat by cutting open these filters.
Okay, I'm playing.
Some measurements, and that's what we'll come back with.
Okay, so you play your game while I play my Friday the 13th.
We can see it. Get like 20
Wait, you're gonna play your game or watch me?
Let me just quickly
Okay.
all the filters.
You watch me? Play your game.
In other words, we're not mixing and matching filters. They're all made for an 1990 sub-access. Let's just get that right out of the way if you aren't wondering that. The second thing is there are a lot of similarities among all 5 filters. Number 1 is the efficiency rating.
So are you watching?
99% among all 5. So they all do a very good job at filtering the motor oil and grabbing as many contaminants as possible. If you're curious about the micron rating, the lowest micron rating I was able to find was the MS oil at 20. But they're all between 20 and 25 microns. So they're very good at filtering motor oil. So let's start by looking at the bottom of the oil. We'll find a way up, and then we'll start with the bottom row here.
Wait, are you watching? What the hell am I still with the main menu?
Espérate, Junior.
Make them
Please,
remember.
I need to hear this.
Make them suffer.
The gasket material is perfectly fine, high quality among all 5. Of course, whenever you change your motor oil, just put a damp of clean motor oil on the gasket. That seals the connection really so you don't have any leakage. Next time, you know, it makes the filter a little bit easier to remove. Now, moving up to the next row, we have the anti-drain back. The silicone among all 5. Cheaper filters will have rubber. The reason why you want silicone
That's my Jason. That's my special boy.
I'm Jason.
Bypass springs. Either have stamped steel or split.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we. Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Cellulose. Now explaining why when we talk about the K-9, why we call it cellulose as opposed to synthetic. The Mobile 1 uses synthetic as well.
Kill for mother. Jason, do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Some downsides or disadvantages
Yeah. Kill for mother. They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
what the square inches are, but pretty cool with the K and N. So let's wrap it up with the royal purple and the AM soil. I'm going to look at these and combine just because they look identical. We're wrapping up with royal purple and AM soil.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did. They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Please, no! Help me! Please, anyone! Oh, God.
Jason, you know what you're doing. No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die. Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them. That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay. Mom is proud of you. But it's time to come home.
Hey guys, welcome to another cut-up video. This time I've got a filter from the Royal Purple that we'll look at. Like all my other filter videos that I've done so far, this guy fits the same cave with everything else, so if you check out some other content, just know that you can look at these and know it's an apples-to-apples kind of comparison. Anyway, Royal Purple is not a brand that I was really all that familiar with until I got this guy and started doing my research on it. Now, something that really stood out to me, and one of the first things I noticed, was that all of the brands I've looked at so far, they offer a few different tiers of price versus performance, right? You can get this low-end thing that's not so hot, but whatever, it's cheap, and then you can pay more and get something that's actually, decent quality. Now, Royal Purple, they market themselves as just a quality brand, and as such, they just offer one filter for any given vehicle that you might have. So it's kind of nice actually because it saves you from having to decipher some complicated marketing strategy that they only need for the purpose of marketing. But anyway, that's kind of something that I really like about Royal Purple actually. Now, to talk about the filter itself, the first thing to know is just the weight, okay? This is a little over 300 grams, which is right in line with all the competition that's, at your higher end when you start looking at quality stuff. The exception to that is the Distance Plus and the Pure Leader Boss that I've got right here. These guys are extra heavy at over 350. Now the reason for that is they've got an extra thick tablet laser, and their cases are 20 thousandths thick versus a 15, which is more typical. Now Royal Purple's website does say that they've got an extra thick case. They didn't say how thick it is, but I want to definitely pay attention to that when I cut this guy open. But anyway, moving to the underside, the gasket is made out of nitrile rubber, and you can see here that...
And so, they found the whole camp murdered. Their throats were slit, and their skulls were crushed.
Come on. Nice story, Eric.
Fine, don't believe me, but it happened right around here.
Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah. That story scared the shit out of me growing up.
Didn't some mom go nuts and kill some camp counselors?
Exactly. But they say her son, Jason, came back to get his revenge. He still lurks the woods to this day.
Shut the fuck up, Eric. Chad, I need to talk. Come on.
I like that better than anything else I've seen so far. Anyway.
Make them remember what they did to us, Jason. Kill them.
Contaminated by combustion residues, metal and other dirt particles. It's absolutely essential to use a reliable filter to clean the oil. One frequently used type is the spin-on filter. The dirty oil is pumped to the filter, where it passes through a
Don't worry, I'll be there. I'm gonna hang out with the boys first.
High-pressure differentials, and which is resistant to aggressive chemical substances in the oil.
I'm going on a
Other
walk.
filter brand products can provide almost perfect particle separation and retain even the smallest particles of dirt. Inferior quality filters do not have stable pleat geometry.
Not funny anymore. Like, really.
Cause increased engine wear. Filters can also tear easily when exposed to high pressure differentials. Unfiltered oil therefore reaches the engine and a period of time causes substantial damage.
They deserve to die, Jason.
MAN oil filters prevent this from happening. They remain effective throughout the entire service interval. However, with the constant buildup of
And
dirt
so,
chemical
they found
agent
the
in the oil,
whole camp
it's essential
murdered.
to change
Their
both the
throats
oil
were
and the
slit,
oil
and their
filter
skulls
together on a regular
crushed.
basis.
Come on.
You
Nice
should
story,
therefore
Eric.
change
Fine, don't
oil
believe me,
filters
but it
regularly
happened
to
right
ensure
around
various
here.
oil filtration
Camp
requirements
Crystal
are
Lake.
met.
Yeah,
High-quality
that story
housing
scared
is
the shit
also
out of me
an
growing
essential
up.
part of a
Didn't some mom
reliable
go
oil
nuts
filter.
and kill some camp counselors?
Operating
Exactly.
pressures of up to
But they
10
say
bar
her son,
and
Jason,
pressure
came
peaks
back to
well
get his
above that
revenge.
level demand a
He
high
still
standard of
lurks the
pressure
woods to
resistance in the
this
casing
day.
and
Shut the
all
fuck
other
up, Eric.
components.
Chad, I need to talk. Come on.
Poor quality filter housings have a number of disadvantages. When using inferior sealing materials, there's the risk of oil leaking between the filter housing and the engine block.
They shouldn't be here, Jason. Stop them.
This can also result in loss of oil. Finally, if undersized or inferior quality housing materials are used, there's the danger of bursting.
Adam,
Resulting in
quit
major
hanging
damage
out with
to
that
the engine.
yuppie Chad and come in here.
Oh, come on, I don't ever get to hang out with the boys. I'll be in a minute.
What was that? Are you out there?
MAN oil filters are robust and resilient. They meet all engine manufacturers' requirements. As well as the housing and the filter media, there are, however, other components which are essential for the quality of the filter and thus for the safety of your engine. A high-quality oil filter system should therefore also contain a bypass valve adapted to suit the operating pressure of the particular engine type, which is closed during normal operating conditions, but which will convey oil directly past the filter medium, if necessary, to ensure adequate engine lubrication when the filter is heavily contaminated or the oil is cold and viscous. In poor quality filters, the bypass valve might not open quickly enough, or it might not open at all. There's the risk of the engine blowing without lubrication for a time, the bypass valve will possibly be slow to close.
Yes.
It might not even
Kill
close at
for
all.
mother.
This leads to a drastic increase in engine wear due to the constant circulation of unfiltered oil. MAN oil filters, on the other hand, work efficiently and reliably. They are equipped with bypass valves which precisely match the individual engine's requirements. An efficient anti-drain valve is another important component. The anti-drain valve prevents the filter from emptying when the engine is started, thus ensures the necessary pressure is available when restarting. On poor quality filters, the anti-drain valve cannot work efficiently. The filter can empty and oil is supplied to the engine when restarting.
That's
This
my
can
boy.
lead to substantial
Hunt
wear
them
of the
down
engine.
and make them pay.
Therefore, change MAN oil filters regularly because MAN filter brand products contain highly efficient filter media. with high filtration efficiency, optimum dirt capacity, and outstanding chemical resistance.
And so, they found the whole camp murdered. Their throats were slit, and their skulls crushed.
Come on. Nice story, Eric.
Fine, don't believe me, but it happened right around here.
Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah. That story scared the shit out of me growing up.
Didn't some mom go nuts and kill some camp counselors?
Exactly. But they say her son, Jason, came back to get his revenge. He still lurks the woods to this day.
Shut the fuck up, Eric. Chad, I need to talk. Come on.
Manfilter offers original equipment quality, a complete product range, and high availability.
Make them remember what they did to us, Jason. Kill them.
Something awesome. We're gonna cut open a fuel filter that has 300,000 miles on it. For those of you who don't know, this is my 95 Ford Windstar. My family's owned this thing since it's been brand new. And the cool thing about this van, check out that odometer, 305,000 miles, and it's still running strong. Since I've had this car since brand new, I know all the service that's been done to it, and it's never had a fuel filter change. 300,000 miles in the same fuel filter is crazy, and I cannot wait to cut it open to see what it looks like. So not only are we cutting open a 300,000 mile fuel filter in my van, we're gonna cut open a 130,000 mile fuel filter from my pickup truck, and then a 30,000 mile fuel filter from my Corvette. So these three fuel filters should give us a really neat idea of what a fuel filter looks like at 30, 130, and 300,000 miles. Now the fuel filter on this van is located right in front of the rear driver's side tire.
Hey, AJ, you okay?
Now that she's up with the engine running, we're gonna go and pop the hood.
No, I don't like scary stories.
How about I give him a titty twister or a wedgie box?
Yeah, for this tidy whitey.
So the engine will stall out, just like
we
that.
can leave in the morning.
And just to be safe, always
Just
block off
one
your
night.
tires.
What's the
So
worst
if the
that can
car
happen,
does try to roll,
Just
it'll
one
stop.
night, right?
Now we can go slide underneath
You
the van
own
because all the fuel pressure has
You know
been
that Chad
released.
is a generous lover.
You're such a perv, Chad.
That way's
So,
the front of the van.
what do you say we
It's
go back
tucked
to
right on the inside of the frame rail.
Appreciate
Is
you
where the
coming.
fuel filter's
Thank you
hiding.
for...
Another safety tip, anytime you're working on the fuel
I'm
system,
gonna look
wear
at
your
the stories
goggles,
just a bit
you don't
more.
want fuel in your eyes,
But
and
Eric
have a
could
fire
really use
extinguisher
some
ready
love
just in
advice. The
case.
dude is
Better be
totally
safe than
hopeless.
sorry. Now get your quick disconnect tool, and let's disconnect these fuel lines. I'll pop that clip up. Good. And I'm using a flathead screwdriver to help give me leverage as I wedge this quick disconnect tool into the fuel line. And now the fuel line should slide right off. And it's that easy. So let's go do the other side. If you want more information on how to remove the fuel filters, I have a video specifically for this. And I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Now I'm going to take the filter out of the holder. Good. And the hose will come right off. Out with the old, in with the new. You want to pay attention to the flow direction because it's important you orient this correctly. Installation's even easier. You just slide the fuel line over the fuel filter fitting. Don't forget to push the clip back in, and when you hear it click, test the connection by giving a little whip. Beautiful. Now, last mileage. So if you forget the last time you changed the filter, now you can check it. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited to see what the fuel filter is going to look like after 20
Don't
years.
stop,
and
Jason.
305,000
They
miles.
deserve to
Let's get
die.
this baby open.
Make them suffer
Alright, so
like
here's
we
everything
did.
we're going to be looking at. We have the 300,000 mile van filter, we have the 130,000 mile truck filter, and we have the 30,000 mile vet filter. I also have a brand new filter that I cut open for you guys so that you can see what a new filter looks like, so that we actually have something to compare against. So this is a brand new filter. You can see how it works. The fuel comes in this way, and then it gets blocked here and has to go through the filter in order to come out this way. So we're going to get all our dirt and stuff in these pleats. And in order to cut this open, I can't use a cutoff tool like I normally would. Instead, I'm going to have to go manual and use a handsaw, and then hopefully this won't create any sparks. Because any sparks next to fuel filters, which are filter based, is not going to be a good thing. So I have to be super careful. Now I'm going to move everything out of the way. We're going to start with a 300,000 mile fuel filter. So the first
That's
thing
my
to do
boy.
is I want to empty the filter.
Hunt them down and make them pay.
The flow is going that way, so everything is going to get caught on this side. So we're going to remove this. Holy smokes. Look at all that dirt and debris that's coming out. That's supposed to be clear gasoline, and that is disgusting. So we can really get a good idea of how dirty this is. I got some cups. Now look at that. That was all in the fuel filter. After 300,000 miles, it's amazing this didn't get into the fuel injectors. Now just to give you something to compare this dirty gas to, here's what gasoline should look like. So here's a good and bad comparison. Look at that. What a difference. I cannot believe how horrible the gas is that came out of here. Now let's get to the good part and cut this baby open. Just crack it open.
Ew!
And this is it.
Ew!
20 years and 300,000
That's
miles
gross!
on this filter.
They're doing sex!
Check out the
Ew!
difference between the
Come on, Julian. This is not your first time.
amazing.
I'm sure you've seen this before, Ray.
Around the filter for some reason. This thing is dirty. I'm
Oh, Ray,
surprised because
look
I
at
love the
it.
filter material.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we.
Although it is black, I spread the filter and you can see this filter is jammed with dirt. I'm surprised the fuel can even
Oh, right to the door!
this 300,000 filter looks low, especially with a brand new filter. So what I'm doing is I designed a flow test to see the difference in flow between the old fuel filter and the new fuel filter. Add even amount of gas in here, and I'm gonna pour up into the top here. Flow through the fuel filter due to gravity, and we'll see if there's any difference in flow between the two. Now I need to do my best to pour these at the same time. Good.
That's my Jason. That's my
Look at that. Wow. The
special
old filter is not
boy.
flowing at all, while the new filter is flowing great. As expected, this is an awesome example of how an old dirty filter could reduce fuel flow.
Make
Imagine
mommy
how
proud,
hard that fuel
Jason.
pump has to work to force fuel
Don't
through
let
this.
them
And
escape.
look at that difference. The old fuel filter is barely flowing, while the new fuel filter pretty much passed all the fuel through it already. And this test proves that the brand new fuel filter flows way better than the old fuel filter. So 300,000 miles versus brand new. There you go. That's what a 300,000 mile fuel filter looks like. Now we know what the 300,000 mile fuel filter looks like. Let's go check out the 130,000 mile fuel filter in my truck. And now my truck has been abused. Before I got it, the guy did not take care of it, so this is going to be interesting. This is also the original fuel filter. And check this out. Dang, this is black too. Interesting. This filter uses an O-ring design, and you can see it fits right onto that base right in there. And look at this filter. It's also very dirty. There's a large piece of debris that luckily got caught by the filter, because you know this would clog the injector. I'm just going to cut open the filter material to see what it looks like inside, because I'm pretty curious. Now, again, the filter material itself is harder than I expected. It's not mush. And look at the difference between the inside of the filter material versus the outside with all the trapped debris. So that's what a 130,000 mile fuel filter looks like. Let's go check out the 30,000 mile fuel filter from the back. Okay, now that's more like finally a filter that's not black. So we do have some rust that got caught by the filter, which is shocking because
They're
this filter
here,
only has
Jason.
30,000 miles on it.
Find them.
The filter itself looks really good.
This is
There's no
gonna be a
visible
short game for
debris
me
between
then.
the plates.
Because I ain't wearing any underwear.
We're
gonna go get a
to
beer.
100,000 miles
Beer,
is when you want to change your fuel filter.
Really
And just to
nice
give you an idea, I live in an area in the United States where the
It's like
gas
hot
is
dog.
relatively clean.
I'll
I
take
mean,
one of
look at
those
this. We went 300,000 miles on a single fuel filter. And the fuel injectors, the fuel pump, all that stuff is original. Luckily, the fuel filter did its job and kept out all this stuff from the fuel injectors, because that'll clog your injectors. And now that being said, we have our brand new filter. When you compare it to a 30,000 mile filter, you can see 30,000 miles, the filter still has plenty of life. Now if we look at our 130, well, now you'd want to change it. So anywhere between 30 and 100,000 miles is when you'd want to change your fuel filter. Me personally, I'll be changing it 50 to 75,000 miles after doing this test. Now hopefully you learned something new and enjoyed the video. Fuel filters are something that people don't normally check out. Not many people are going to cut open a fuel filter that could explode in your face. So hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, definitely consider subscribing. I do cool stuff like this all the time, and you wouldn't want to miss out. And the top tip for this video is, well, we're actually going to have some fun. Here's that old disgusting fuel that came came out of the original fuel filter, and I'm gonna go pour it into the new fuel filter to see if it actually filters it out. You can actually see the fuel filter collecting all that dirt. Check that out.
Who is the
So you can see
fairest one of all?
dirt and grime and
Oh,
stuff
why,
actually
you
got
are
collected
A.J.
by this
White.
fuel filter.
Oh, too kind, Magic Mirror. Just...
The actual fuel that made it through.
No!
It's definitely a lot cleaner than it was, but it's still...
Yeah, sure.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here. Today, I'm gonna put an end to all the questions and myths surrounding